There you go. Shalom. It has been awesome to have a little R&R, which is return and restoration of the Jewish people to the promised land, and a little rest and relaxation. But that's over. It's time to get back to the army. I've been called up, and look what's going on in the world. And I'm going into Gaza. Look what's going on in the world is in Germany, the Munich, right where the massacre was. You remember the Munich massacre of Jewish athletes? And now you have a car ramming done by more jihadists, which is right before this Munich security conference. It's ironic. And 10 years ago, Israel was looking at the threat to the world peace and security, Iran. 10 years ago, Israel was right on the verge of bombing Iran, making sure that their nuclear program wouldn't happen. We're now on the verge again, okay? And it can't continue terror can't continue. And you have to put your foot down on terror. We see that this is what's happening. United States intelligence reports that both the Biden and the Trump administrations conclude that Israel should and is considering striking Iran's nuclear program. And I look at the what happened when this huge attack on Israel happened, the massacre on the 7th of October, and they called themselves the Al-Aqsa Flood. And I just saw it behind them on this banner that it says Anachnu HaTofa, which Tufa. There's no such word in Hebrew, Maybe they meant Anachnu HaSufa, which is flood. We are the flood. Maybe it's an Arabic word that sounds like that, Al-Tufan. And that's how you say it in Arabic. And so we are, anachnu, it says it in Hebrew, hayom she'achar, the day after. We're the next day. What do they mean? What are they thinking with all this? Well, I think they think that a flood is like Noah's flood, which was like destroying all of the bad people. I guess that's what they mean. And they're the day after, the rebuilding. And if they really think that massacring and that is something to bring or renew or the day after or the future, they've got the wrong idea. And notice the 6 fingers here. I don't think that's a mistake. Goliath of Gath had 6 fingers, the Bible tells us. And they're not a movement that's going to bring anything good. They're a movement that is bringing only pain to Gaza, only pain to the Gazans and to those around. And so look what you see, this video, even as far away as Australia. We think Australia is such a peaceful place, but look at these doctors. Have you seen this video? Check it out.
How are you, man?
Good, how are you, my man?
Pretty good. Are you a nurse, a doctor?
I'm a doctor, my man.
A doctor? For what?
In hospital. What about you? Where are you from?
I'm from Israel, from the Holy Land.
You know what? I'm gonna be really honest with you.
All right.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. You actually got a really, really beautiful eyes.
Thank you, man.
I'm so upset that you're Israeli. Eventually you're gonna get killed and you're gonna go to Jahannam, inshallah. These pretty eyes, they should stay in this world for longer.
Why do you think? Why do you think I'm gonna get killed?
It's Palestine's country, not
Hello,
your country. You piece
how are
of
you?
shit.
What's your name?
One day, your time will come and you will die the most.
Spread
listen to me.
peace.
Listen to me.
And you spread
when your time comes.
How are you, doctors? Wait.
I want you to remember my face.
Okay.
You can understand
Gotcha.
That you will
I have
die
a question
the most disgusting death.
All right, for sure. I have a question though.
Yeah,
I have a question. Let's say an Israeli. God forbid.
I won't treat them. I'll kill them.
You'll kill them? So if an Israeli is in Australia and God forbid something happened to him and he comes to your hospital, would you kill him?
You have no idea how many Israeli Khara dog came to this hospital and I sent him to Jahannam.
For real?
Sent him to Jahannam.
So you see, we really have to keep our eyes open wherever we are around the world, wherever we fly to. So if this ceasefire agreement does continue and the hostages are released, it's still a bad deal. It's still not bringing peace and security. Phase 3 is what would be pretty soon, and the Trump administration would say phase 3 is essentially rebuilding Gaza, but nation building. How many times have we offered the Palestinians a state? How many times has the world done everything they wanted and they just say no? And we saw what happened as they ran Gaza and they ran it into the ground. They ran it into terror. And so if Trump has to build it with them in there, it just is a recipe of repeating history. So phase 3, I believe, is dangerous. Phase 3 is what it was on the 6th of October, 2023. Before they attacked us, they were at nation building. They had an entire place to build. People were trying to do that for 13 years in that civil war, and they did it in 13 days. So it was an analysis. They said, well, maybe Assad is weak. This Yahya Sinwar had an analysis on Israel. He said, maybe Israel's weak. Maybe Israel is too preoccupied with threats on different fronts. Maybe we're too politically divided, religiously fractured, society fractured. And so they probably thought their invasion was going to be like al-Julani's invasion of Syria. And, and so they forgot one major thing. One major thing is God says he's going to watch over this land, okay? Number 2, they forgot that we have spirit. And we have, you push us, to the wall, we are going to come together in unity and stand up for what's right and defend our people. And we're going to rescue Sinwar misjudged our resilience. And that's actually what happened. They still believe that is what could have happened, that they could have defeated all of Israel. It's just amazing to think that. And they probably even thought the whole world would stand with them. But they're seeing here that people aren't dumb. They could see terror. They could see that terror is what terror does. And they are terrorists. And together, I believe that we are going to have full victory. Proverbs 21 says, the horse is made for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord.